So, Mark, at the end of October 31st to be exact.
Halloween, things you do at the end of the month, pumpkin picking, pumpkin carving.
Keep going.
Hockey season. I'm
Keep
just
going.
naming things. I'm just naming things off on your screen right now. Things that are behind you.
All good things, but Mark.
Yes.
East of the River comic book and collectible show is back at the American Legion.
Oh yeah.
In Enfield, Connecticut. We haven't had a show in Enfield since February of 2020.
Wow, that feels like a long time ago.
It is a very long time ago. It's going to be starting at 10 a.m. to 3 p.m.
Looks like you're reading this off a flyer.
I am. Early bird is at 9 a.m. It's $1 to get in and $3 for early bird. I will be selling my stuff as well. I have about over 200 new comics I've thrown in my bins. I've actually expanded my comics that I will be selling.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, so I got a lot of newer stuff. And I still do mostly everything's $1 unless it's marked. So look out for that. A lot of cool stuff.
And for folks to know, I will be going to the show in costume.
Yes, you can show up in costume if you like.
I'll be dressing up as Matt Ryan and be Mr. Free Lunch Studios for the day.
Nice.
Yeah.
Well, please come join us October 31st at the American Legion for East of the River comic book and collectible show. Masks will be required. Whatever Connecticut laws are going on right now, that will be the law of the land. So I can't really tell you if that's what's that going to be. Things can change. But anyway,
I'll be wearing hazmat suits as we walk around the show. Who knows?
Yeah, but please join us. It's gonna be a great time. It's the first one back since February 2020, October 31st. We'll see you there.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to Geekonomics. We're back for another edition of the show. Another Monday, another show. We're on a roll. Probably next week, Brian will want to do the show on a Thursday, but we'll see what happens. How you doing, Brian? How's your week been? How's life going with you?
Good. Next week, we will be doing the show on Tuesday.
Yeah, I told you. See, hey.
Not Thursday, though. Thursday and Tuesday are totally different.
They are. Different weeks.
And we got less than 2 weeks away from the East of the River comic book collectible show, which you just heard at the beginning of the show.
Man, it's going to be good. It's
an update on our little ad. It is a full house. All the vendor spots have been sold. You're going to be seeing signs around Enfield in the next week or two. There's flyers. Please join us. Early birds at 9 a.m. $3 to get in. It's $1, 99 cents to get in at 10 o'clock. It goes until 3. It's on Halloween. Might be having some tricks or treats happening. Who knows?
I don't know.
So
I'll be dressing up as Matt Ryan. It's gonna be fun.
Yes. It should be awesome. I think you said the people who sponsored our show, the Frame people,
Fancy Frames will be there. Yeah, so you can say hello to them.
Yeah, that's awesome. So check them out.
We'll be selling their frames for records, comic books, and graded cards, either Pokemon or playing baseball, whatever. Cards.
Nice. I'm excited to check it out. I'm interested in the record.
And I still have your frame for you.
Oh,
you're working it. So
thank you.
Yeah.
And I will be. Yeah, Mark, we'll be seeing each other for like the first time in a while.
I know. I'll be right next to you. I'll be literally playing the role of Matt Ryan because he's not going to be at the show. So
yeah. Are you going to draw?
People want stick figures. I can handle stick figures if anyone wants them. Awesome. I'll have Hot Wheels available.
Ooh.
Yeah, I got a box of Hot Wheels I gotta get rid of.
Are you gonna do like 99 cents a Hot Wheel?
Yeah, $1.
$1?
Not doing 99 cents because it's just that makes no sense.
It sounds better for people.
I'm not gonna. Yeah.
Right. So Mark, I think last week, I think I went first. So Mark, how was your week? What did you do worth mentioning on the show before we get into the news?
It was good. I got new glasses. I got sunglasses coming. Fancy. Ray-Bans.
This is
Prescription
big.
sunglasses.
I think people have been waiting to hear this news for over
I know.
a year.
They've been sitting for a while now waiting for it. I know. Yeah. But
Okay.
yeah. I'm happy with them. It's very particular, as you know, you probably have experienced in the past year when you got your new glasses. Getting new glasses is a very difficult decision. It's not the simplest thing. It takes a while for me to pick the right pair of glasses out. And then you got to make sure the wife likes them too. So there's that whole thing. So, got to go through all that. But yeah, did that. Worked the Gold Key dinner yesterday in Southington. My first time at the AquaTurf, whatever you call it.
The Aqua Turf.
Aqua. Yeah, it's a nice place. I've never been there before.
What's an Aqua Turf?
It's a banquet facility in Southington.
Yeah. What's it for?
Banquets.
No, but why were you there?
The Gold Key dinner is the annual, it's like their Hall of Fame sports dinner for the Connecticut Sports Writers Alliance. So they do like a whole dinner and they give out like their player of the year awards. Like if you read the newspapers, for those people out there, the sports section's always like at the end of the year, I'll have like Harvard Current player of the year, Harvard Current coach of the year.
Yeah.
This is like, I guess, like the whole statewide sports writers vote and give out this award to different people, which is pretty cool. Yeah. It was fun. It was something different.
Now, why were you there?
I filmed it for public access.
That's what I figured. Yeah.
For Tim Jensen, a friend of mine, is the president of the organization. So he asked me if it's their 79th annual Gold Key dinner.
Wow.
First time they decided to actually videotape it. So
awesome.
Next year is their 80th. So they wanted to like try it out before the 80th and see what it would look like and how it would look to put it on video. So yeah. So did that. That was fun. That was yesterday. Saturday was a show in Springfield. Hung out with Matt Ryan and Scott. Talked a lot about the East of the River shows.
Did you meet the wrestlers? The wrestler guy? Who was the celebrity?
The signer this time was the original Sabretooth from the original X-Men.
Okay.
Yeah, and he also played Michael Myers in one of the Halloweens.
Now, did he have a lot of people going there for him?
Yeah, they're a decent amount of people. It's like, it's Halloween time.
I know.
The big next couple he has on Halloween Day, actually, he has Kane Hodder, who was like the big Mike Myers guy.
I don't know.
I think the original one or one of the originals. He's going to be there. And then Kane from WWE is there in November. So that's like...
Does Kane even wrestle anymore?
No, he's the mayor of a town in Tennessee. Mayor of Knox County in Tennessee, I think it is.
So if he's a mayor...
Yes.
But he's doing signings? Isn't that like...
You can have a job if you're a mayor. You can have side jobs.
Your job is you're a mayor.
Yeah, but you can still have side jobs.
Where's that money going though?
To him. He's not doing it as the mayor. He's doing it as himself.
No, I know, but like
side jobs, you get paid for them. It's not like it's a...
When you're I know when you're the governor, like when Arnold Schwarzenegger became the governor, he could not act. He could not make any money as an actor. So
I think it's a different.
If you're a mayor, can you be making money?
Yes, because I think it's a different.
You're just saying that you don't really know, and neither do I.
Well, no, because just like in like Enfield, and I believe in the town you work in, like whoever's like the main person of that town,
that's their main job.
I assume they have other jobs besides that. It's not like a full-time job being mayor.
That's a full-time job. If you're a mayor of a town, I have to imagine that is your full-time job. What else? Well, that's a very important job.
Maybe when he's there, I'll ask him.
Ask him. I want to know if the money is going
to share. How intense is the job of mayor? What do you have to do? What are you in charge of?
Everything.
Maybe we can get a mayor on the show next week to tell us about it.
Enfield has a mayor, and it's a very...
Well, it's actually a town council member. Mayor Enfield does it strangely. Their mayor, the person who is mayor, is the person that got the most votes during the election for town council. That's who becomes mayor. And
Okay.
it has to be like an at-large person. It can't be like an actual district person. Like if you're running for district for town council, you're like just running for that district. But if you're running for at-large, whoever gets the highest amount of votes out of the at-large group, that person then gets like put in as mayor.
Yeah, that's okay. So I mean, that's
so you don't like run for mayor. I'm saying it's not like you like have signs that say,
if you're a public servant,
like,
and that's what you want to do.
Woody Wilson for mayor, or whatever the one.
Also, it's also odd that what town is he mayor of?
Knox County.
That they were like, yeah, let's put our money behind a wrestler.
Well, I guess he'd been like doing like town. He was like a town councilor and stuff, I think, beforehand. He didn't just jump in there.
Okay. So I'm just interested in if what he's doing is that money he's making going to a charity.
I think it goes to like I don't know. I'm assuming.
We don't know. Neither of us know.
I'm just going off of previous other people's things. Like if they'd made money during the time they're in office, it goes into like a trust. Then once they get out of that office, then that money is then available to them.
I'm just saying it's interesting that he's spending time doing a shitty.
He's been on TV for WWE and stuff during that. But
he's doing this like rinky-dink show at Springfield. He
does a bunch of them. He's not doing just this one. He does a bunch of shows. He does signings all over the place.
So when does he do mayor things?
He only does it on the weekends.
Does he have to kiss babies and shake dogs and stuff?
Yeah, but he doesn't I think he just does the shows on the weekends.
He's a weekend warrior.
Yeah.
And then the town is like, our mayor's back. They have like a little parade for him.
Yeah, they do. But I'm assuming every town has a different rules and how they do things.
I don't know.
I just know from doing the Meet the Candidates thing I've been doing this past week, which is another thing I've been working on for public access. I've been filming a Meet the Candidates of all the different towns that we cover. And it's been very interesting to learn all the different ways each town does things, which I didn't know a lot of what the different towns had for local government setups.
Yes.
And how they all work. And it's like every town has a different way that they do things.
Yeah, they have their own set of rules. Yeah.
It's crazy.
So that's why I'm interested. I'm interested what Kane.
I'm sure the interwebs will tell you if you look it up. If you really want to know.
Yeah, I'm recording with you. I don't want to look it up.
Well, not right now. What I'm saying later, as your homework for the show, you can go.
Next week, we're going to talk about Kane.
Yeah, you can tell us your research that you found about how does mayors work. Can you have a real job?
I'm interested in just Kane mayorship.
His name's Glenn Jacobs, actually. That's his real name.
But I like Mayor Kane. That's cool.
I do too. I think like every time he would enter any room, he should come into his theme music.
Yeah. What is that?
It's like dun dun. It's like very ominous.
All right. Yeah.
I think that's what he should do. That's what I would do. If I had theme
song, does he wear the mask?
He doesn't wear the mask.
Because I don't know what he looks like other than the mask.
Well, he's bald and he has like
Did he have long hair? Did he have long hair?
It was all fake. It was fake long hair. He had it when he was younger, but now it's just fake hair.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I'm interested. I will remind me. I want to look into this for next week.
I will.
All right.
Be sure to remind you to look into how the job of mayor works for Knox County, Tennessee.
I will. All right, Mark. So what else? What else you got before?
I don't even know what else I did now. You've been asking me so much about mayors and random states and things. Besides that, just the usual stuff. Watching the televisions and being depressed about something we'll talk about later.
Yeah,
the series that I've gotten into and I'm very much into, and now it's not around anymore.
So that's part of the news. And when I go, I have
yeah. Besides that, I didn't really get a chance to watch any of the DC stuff until after the fact, so I kind of got everything after it was all announced.
We're going to talk about DC fandom,
which we'll talk about at the end of the show. That'll be our big topic for today.
Yeah.
Besides that, no, just regular week. Nothing crazy, nothing wild happened. How about yourself, Brian? How was your week? What did you do? Did you learn about how mayors work in Tennessee?
Next week I will. I'm hoping.
Random where you went off on a tangent about.
Why not? It's fun. I
Blast.
really have been falling in love with Mythic Quest on Apple TV.
I did watch the first episode on your
Um,
suggestion.
yeah, episode 5 is phenomenal. Episode 5 is phenomenal. They don't even have the cast in it. It just focuses on these two characters, and it is like perfect story. I don't know how they pulled it off, but they gave you a heartfelt story in like 30 minutes, 35 minutes. But I am like almost done with season 1. I am loving it. I did watch episode 2 of Ted Lasso. It's just okay. It's nothing has really drawn me in.
It gets better.
I think Ted Lasso is he's a great character. Obviously, the acting's great. His boss, I don't know anybody's names other than the Beard guy, but they're all kind of
his
plain.
name Beard, Coach Beard.
Yeah, they're all kind of plain. But the boss, the woman, that was interesting.
Yes, it gets more interesting as it goes along.
I will continue watching it, but I'm way more into Mythic Quest than Ted Lasso. I will. I have nothing against Ted Lasso. It just doesn't. It's not catching me to continue watching it like Mythic Quest has. And then Far Cry 6 is just unbelievable. Probably the most detailed oriented Far Cry game they've ever put out. It is unbelievably good. So much fun. I've had a lot of crazy shit happen to me in that game. I can't stop playing it.
That's your done friends, and then you hate all of it.
No, he's playing too. I don't know. There is a thing they should patch. A lot of people are complaining it is spawning, and I think that's what John was talking about. So basically, you can clear out an area. You can kind of go down the road a little bit and turn around, and the spawns sometimes are too quick. So those people you took out might respawn, and sometimes it is a little aggravating. But
who would do that though? Who would be like running backwards?
I don't know. Honestly,
like a Jeremy Hutzel complaint.
It's never broken the game for me. Like I've never been, oh my god, this is horrible. Like, dude,
there's people behind me that don't notice me here. I hate this.
I unlocked this little cute dog that has
in a wheelchair.
In a little wheelchair.
The dog's it.
Like, so basically you can go stealth.
Yeah.
You send him over to the bad guy. The bad goes, oh, what a cute dog. He bends over.
And then you tap him.
You take him. Yeah. Oh my god. The dog is adorable. It is adorable. And when you're running, he's running real quick and you hear the wheels. It's so cool. So
I forgot to talk about. Sorry. I just remembered something I forgot to talk about, but go ahead. Sorry.
Okay. Well, one last thing. We have really been into
I don't know why the dog reminded me of that, but go ahead.
Law and Order, Criminal Intent, Organized Crime, which is really so freaking good this season.
Like the 500th episode of SVU coming up shortly.
Probably.
I saw a commercial for it on the football
game. Probably.
Last night.
So we've been watching that, and then let's jump into Why the Last Man. That first episode was amazing. Now, going back to our conversation when you said to me, reading the source material, no, this time I other than like Sweet Tooth was different. The tonal change was so different. It actually went darker.
Yeah.
They have really expanded the story about the mother. They really expanded the story about the agent. They really gave you more context on these characters, and they kept in line with the tone. And it's adults, and I think that's what I was looking for with Sweet Tooth. I was looking for adult. It's family friendly, no fault of its own. It's still enjoyable.
Yeah.
But Why the Last Man? For me, I'm going. This is as good as the graphic novel. It is. They changed.
It's almost better.
They changed enough.
As it gets along, it's almost better than the novel.
I mean, I can't say that because I'm still reading.
No, I know.
And I have to see the whole show to make that thing. But it's as good or better. I do agree with you with that. Even Allison's into it. She's like, this show. We're up to episode 4. I think when I finish the series, which will probably be by next Monday, we should definitely talk about it.
The finale airs today or came out today.
Isn't episode 9? There's 10 episodes.
Is there? I thought it was today was the last one.
No, I think episode 7. I think 8 or 9 went. I could be wrong. Whatever, it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
But there was some sad news. We'll deal with that sad news in the news because of an update to that sad news.
Yes.
But anyway, the show is awesome. I am absolutely loving it. I think it's probably one of my favorite shows of the year so far. I just got to see how it goes, but it's actually, I was thinking back. I'm like, how many shows did I watch this year, really? And not a lot. And this one definitely goes in my top 5.
Now, did you get to the part with the Costco yet? Like the Costco type? Okay.
No. We watched 1, 2. We watched 2 and 3 last night. So 4 will probably
try 10 episodes. Or no, that's not that. That's the book. Hold on.
There's 10 volumes.
Yes.
You just go to IMDb.
So I'm trying to do.
Why? The Last Man.
I hit the Wikipedia by accident.
10 episodes. 8 is tonight. 9 is next week, and 10 will be the week after Halloween.
Yes.
So anywho, it is still currently going on FX Hulu. But Mark, that is it for me. What did I remind you with my little dog?
The little dog thing, you don't know why it reminded me of it. I don't know if it was just the running up on people who weren't distracted and capping them reminded me of it more. Squid Game.
Oh yeah, dude.
Oh boy. Squid Game. Episode 6. I'm up to episode 7. I know there's like 2 more episodes after that.
Yeah.
9's the last one. Episode 6 will destroy you.
I haven't watched it.
Oh my gosh.
I haven't
been so emotional watching a show in a long time. I can't even remember the last show that made me so emotional.
Really? That
sad emotional, not like excited emotional, like the last season of Mandalorian season finale. But I think just heartbreakingly. You know what would have been? Now I'm thinking about it and talking to you made me remember when Glenn was killed.
Yeah.
Watching that happen. That was the last time I think I was that gutturally shocked by what I was watching on screen.
Right.
And this season, that episode 6 of Squid Game does that same thing.
Now I'm surprised how slow you were watching Squid Game. Usually you're like, I just watched 10 seasons in 2 days.
It is, but this is one of those shows where you have to digest it. It's very tough. It's not an easy watch. I feel guttural reactions after every episode, and I have to watch other things to cleanse my soul.
Yeah,
kind of. But not a bad way. It's just this is very deep. It's a very deep show. It feels it's it weighs on you if you don't if you watch a bunch of them at a time. I don't know how someone could binge watch it because it's very tough.
Right.
It's very emotional and it's very intricate, and the subtitles, I'll admit it, having to read all that and keep track of everything's going on as you're reading and watching at the same time.
Reading is hard.
Well, it's just because it's South Korean. They don't it's not.
I know.
It's the thing with their subtitles is the Korean language is very fast. And moving it into an English dialect, for me at least, it's tough to follow everything as quick as they're saying it.
Right.
Whereas in movies and stuff like that, I think they take the pace, slows down a little bit, and they have. Whereas there's some things that's very, and it does there are English speaking characters in it too, so that jumps it around a little bit. But episode 6. When you get to it, it's the marble episode. I'll let you know that, which is a whole nother issue that I had to deal with. But anyways,
when you finish it,
I think I have 2 episodes left.
All right. I don't know when I'll get to it. It's weird. It's kind of fallen off my radar. I know it's going to be great, but am I really in the mood for that right now? Probably not.
Yeah, it was. It's really the story, the embedded story of the show minus the death of randoms all the time,
Yeah.
is super intriguing, and they do a super good job at it. It's very well written. It's probably one of the best structured shows I've seen in a long time.
Yeah.
The story is very compelling and hold your attention, and you have to try to like figure things out as well. Like usually, like you can be like, oh, you know, so and so is in this other scene, and he mentioned the answers to everyone else's questions, so the audience knows what's going on.
Mm-hmm.
We're just kind of waiting for the characters to figure it out.
Right.
Whereas the way that the guy that wrote it is, you don't find out anything until everyone else finds out stuff. And it's not like partially, like information doesn't partially get out.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, it's good. I'm on the last episode, I think. I got up to 8, now that I think about it.
All right.
But
I think there's 9, right?
Yeah.
I will see what I can do. So,
yeah.
But when you finish the series, you can give a non-spoiler review.
I will.
Of it.
I will. And I did joke with Matt Ryan over the weekend on Saturday that he also just watched Sopranos as well. So I was like, how do I have 2 friends who are watching shows that happened 20 years ago and are now talking to me like it's like a new show that I just watched?
I mean, I hate to break it to you, but there are people that are now turning 20 who have never watched half the stuff we watch, and will
understand
discover
that
it for the
they
first
just
time.
turned 20, not 42.
But
and
Mark,
were alive when the show came out.
But when Sopranos was on, I didn't have HBO. I didn't have cable. I barely watched television. The only television I watched if it was live.
I'm just kind of surprised that I have 2 friends that have both not seen it and are both now talking to me like it's a new show.
Didn't your wife just watch Buffy? She just watched Buffy.
She's seen it before. She rewatched Buffy.
I thought she said it was the first time watching Buffy.
Maybe it was. I don't remember now. It was too long ago. I stopped thinking about it.
I mean, there are shows that I missed, that I have the time. I live a life where I can indulge.
That's the other thing. Thanks for reminding me about that now. My Claire did mention to me that tell you need to get Discovery Plus.
No, I'm not getting Discovery Plus.
She said if you love the murder mystery stuff, the murder shows, you have to have Discovery Plus.
Yeah, but isn't Discovery on Disney?
No, Discovery Plus is its own thing.
I'm not paying for another subscription.
She says that the original, this is exactly what she told me. Tell Brian the original stuff on Disney, on Discovery Plus is as good, if not better than half the things on Netflix and like the Datelines.
Here's the thing.
I'm just telling you what she told me.
I know. Listen, I appreciate it, but here's the thing. When it comes to me and my wife trying to watch a show together, a show that's current, I'd be like, hey, let's watch this.
Yeah.
If she is privy to another murder mystery show, guess what wins out?
The murder mystery show.
I sometimes don't want to watch murder mystery show all the time.
Well, this is what I did. I'll tell you my solution to this thing. I've divulged I don't care for the murder mystery shows as much as she does. And I have no problems with you watching your murder mystery shows in one room, and I'll go watch the shows I want to watch in my room.
I like them, but I need a break.
I know I will not be interested in your murder mystery show, and I know you probably won't be interested in the stupid show I'm watching. So equal to equal, you go watch your stuff, I'll go watch my stuff, and then at the end we'll come back and discuss the 2 things we watched.
Well,
and then it gives us stuff to talk about.
We like a lot of the same stuff. So
I don't dislike the murder shows. I just can't watch 9 of them in a row.
I will just say thank you for letting me know, but I just don't want to pay for another stream service. There's nothing on there. I mean, there's plenty of stuff we haven't watched. I don't want to add to that. She told me
because she looked into that show you talked about on Netflix that you were telling me about, the guy with the multiple personalities.
Billy Milligan.
Yeah,
it was good.
And she was like, it's on my list, but it's way down on the list because there's so many things like Discovery Plus, she said, like, keeps pumping out new stuff constantly.
Yeah.
Murder shows, and she's like, they're so good. I can't stop watching them.
Yeah. We need to. I gotta put a break on that. I can't.
We'll let you know when she sees Allison and they start talking about it. You might be getting Discovery Plus.
I know. Yeah.
You can only keep the genie in the bottle for so long.
I'm just gonna.
You gotta rub it the right way, and then it'll come out.
Boy. All right, Mark. Should we jump into the news?
Yes.
We're running late here. Okay. We have. I'm going to go into this first. So, Why the Last Man? Over the weekend I started. I fucking loved it. So you sent me news that it was canceled on FX Hulu,
which I don't understand.
It's probably not getting the attention right now. I'm sure
if it was on actual FX, it would make so much. People would be like, it would be as popular as Squid Game.
Yeah. So showrunner Eliza Clark has confirmed that she is committed to finding its next home. She went on Twitter. This gives me hope because she went on Twitter basically saying, I love the show and I'm very hopeful Y will find a new home, not just because it happens to employ more extraordinary women, people of color, and members of the LGBTQ community, both in front of and behind the camera, than any other project I've been a part of, but because we've made something spectacular, that kind of thoughtful, contemporary, fearless, evolving of the comic that what's his face?
Brian K. Vaughan.
Brian K. Vaughan made, and I always wanted. That's what Vaughan wrote. They're saying they still have a lot of story to tell. They have a hashtag going on. Y lives on, and she is committed to find a new home for it, and I think they will. I'm hoping a Netflix or Amazon Prime or
like I said
HBO
in
Max
our chat. I think it is. Well, that's another one. That's a good point there. I think it's perfect for the Amazon Prime style. I think it's a perfectly
HBO.
done show.
HBO Max would be. I mean,
is it an HBO show? Are they the ones producing it?
I think it's a Time Warner.
Is it?
I think it's a Warner. I think it's a Warner Brothers property.
I see. That's what I was trying to find out. Like what the production is. I know right now it's FX Productions. Is what I saw online, but I didn't see like who the actual like executive producers are.
I'm just saying the comic publisher.
Because it wasn't
Vertigo,
comic, wasn't it? Vertigo.
No, it's Vertigo. Vertigo's owned by DC.
There you go. So it could be technically an HBO. But isn't there that thing of HBO breaking away from Warner, or Warner's? I don't remember what the whole thing.
No, they're still together. I'm not. Yeah. So, yeah, it's a DC comic, so it could easily. I mean, that's why I was like, Sweet Tooth is produced by Time Warner too. That's a DC property, which amazed me that it wasn't on HBO Max. So I'm hoping Why the Last Man finds a home on any of those platforms. But
see, it's going like if you go to a lot of websites, just it's based on DC Comics acclaimed series.
Yeah, Vertigo is owned by DC.
Yeah, so it could. HBO Max would be a perfect spot too.
I know. Listen, Diane Lane is awesome.
So good.
The whole cast is phenomenal.
Sweet. You haven't met, and Amber Tamblyn's fantastic as the Kimberly, who's a creepy character.
Oh, I know who Kimberly is in the comic.
Yeah.
So I hope they fight it. I hope someone picks it up. I feel like someone.
You've seen her in the show, Kimberly.
Oh, Kimberly. The daughter,
the president's daughter.
Yes,
Amber Tamblyn.
Yes.
Yeah.
When you said, I don't know who that is. I've never seen.
It's the girl from. I can't think of the name of the movie now.
I don't.
They're in the van.
Down by the river.
No, Greg Kinnear, Steve Carell. Alan Arkin plays the grandfather.
Oh, Little Miss Sunshine?
Yeah. Isn't that Amber Tamblyn?
Is she the little girl?
Yeah.
No way.
I think so.
No, I gotta look this up now. Oh my god. I don't know why you just blew my mind. That's not her, is it?
I believe that's Amber Tamblyn.
All right, I'm looking up the cast right now.
Yeah, sister to the Traveling Pants. Maybe that's not her.
Who she play? No, that's Quincy. No, that plays
She was in The Ring. I'm sorry.
Amber Tamblyn plays Kimberly.
Yeah. Django Unchained.
She looks so different.
Sister to the Traveling Pants.
Drunk History.
Joan of Arcadia was a TV show she was in.
I don't think that was her, Mark.
No, you're right.
I'm like,
but she was an actress. She was a child actress as well, just not in the movie I thought she was in.
Okay. Anyway, I'm hoping
she's in The Grudge 2. She was in The Ring. That was the other thing she was in.
Okay. Was she the girl in The Ring?
She played Katie. I don't know who that was.
I don't know. I don't remember it. I saw The Ring so long ago.
Yeah.
Anyway, anywho, I hope they find a new home. I mean, for Christ's sakes, if Lucifer can find a new home, if half these shows can find a new home, I'm sure this show can. So I have high hopes that it will find a new home. But man, check it out. It is fantastic. That first episode is fantastic when when all the shit hits the fan. It's almost like the seriousness, the fantastic acting I wanted out of The Walking Dead. You know, the acting just got so bad in that show and so wonky. It was so wonky. This is just like perfect. It's perfect acting. It's a great concept. It's an
awesome story. It's just the whole book is great. I think it's just a weird, I hate to say it, but it's like I almost think the show's too different to find like a big audience.
Yes, but you could say about Squid Game. I mean, every show is. Think people want. I just don't think the show is known. We don't even know what the ratings are.
FX on Hulu is not a great place to have anything either. I mean,
we don't know the ratings, and if it was on normal television, if it was on broadcast, I think that would give it a little bit more of an audience. Maybe people don't realize it's there, you know. So, and we don't know anything beyond it being canceled. Over the weekend, I got box office news, Mark. The Halloween Kills actually did 50.4 million over the weekend,
and it's also on Peacock, so you can watch it in both places.
You can, but it actually bested Godzilla versus Kong's 31 million opening.
Wow!
Because that was on HBO Max. Now, I don't know if it's because, I have two sets of minds. I'm like, okay, well.
Because no one has Peacock?
Does nobody have Peacock? Or is nobody paying for Peacock because you can only watch it on the paid version of Peacock?
Yes.
You can't watch it on the free version, which there is a free version.
Yes.
So maybe Peacock doesn't have enough subscribers that people would still go to.
And also, Godzilla versus Kong came out
in the middle of the pandemic.
In the middle of the pandemic, whereas this comes out in whatever we're in now.
We're near the tail end of it, sort of.
Maybe, sort of, possibly.
Depends where you live in the country, really.
Yeah, depends on how you feel about the world.
So that, still 50 million over the weekend is pretty fucking good, especially for a sequel. And then this is kind of sad. I do want to see The Last Duel with Matt Damon, Ben Affleck, and Adam Driver.
Adam Driver, yeah.
That only grossed 4 million.
And
it cost over 100 million to produce.
Well, it's just a very weird promotion for it.
It's a very weird. It's kind of like a niche kind of movie.
It definitely could have been a story that could have been updated.
Well, it's based on a book.
Well, it's based on a book, and the story is it's just a story of a woman who accuses a random person,
Well, I wouldn't say random.
Well, the person that they're messing around with on the side and gets caught and accuses them of rape. And this, what the story ensues.
Well, we don't know that. I've never.
That's what the story of the book is. Yeah. And then the last duel happens because they go into a duel about what happened.
It does look good.
If the husband wins, the wife is found to be true, innocent. But if the guy that she's sleeping around with wins, she's lying and accused, and then she's like charged with adultery, and she gets murdered or killed, or executed.
It does sound good. I do want to see it.
It's a very deep story that I don't think a trailer can like divulge. Like if you go by the trailer, it does, you don't get any of that out of it.
Yeah, I didn't know.
It just looks like a duel between Adam Driver and Matt Damon for some reason.
But it tells me it's the last duel.
Yeah,
that's all I need to know.
That's all you need to know.
Adam Driver.
It literally was like, I saw the trailer a couple times, and I was like, finally just broke down. I'm like, what is this about? It like, I like Matt Damon, I like Adam Driver, I like Ben Affleck. This looks cool with the like medieval dueling, but why are they dueling? I don't. The trailer gives me none of it.
I don't want to know because I want to watch. I want to see the movie.
Well, that's what I wanted to like at least like have some like. I'm not just gonna go to a movie just to watch two guys sword fight.
I will. Randomly. I will. You know what movie that the trailer sucked that came out this week? It was that mask with what's his face? Oh God, I'm horrible. What is wrong with me? That trailer with
the guy. The guy.
Oh my
God. The guy that was
in
the thing.
Hold on. I'll find it.
The mask?
It's got the mask. It's got
Jim Carrey?
Not Jim Carrey. I gotta look it up. The trailer gave the whole movie away.
I can't tell you what this is because I don't know what you're talking about.
Hold on.
You're like that old lady that tries to tell her grandkids something she saw on television.
I know.
You know, the one with the guy with the mask.
Yeah, I know.
He was in the thing that your other guy was in that you like.
Okay. This trailer came out over the week, and it was for... Hold on. I'm still looking. I know someone... Great the black... trailer. Ethan Hawke, The Black Phone. The trailer came out. I watched it, and holy crap, I've never seen a trailer. It literally laid out the whole movie.
What are you talking about? Tons of trailers have done this.
But it gave you how the kid.
Every DC movie tells you.
Hold on. Let me finish. The trailer shows the kid gets kidnapped. He gets put in the basement. There's a black phone. Yeah. Then each kid who's been kidnapped and died down there reaches out to him through the phone and tells them different things they did so he could escape. They gave you all that in the trailer. Then they show Ethan Hawke sleeping in a chair and the kid sneaking by him and the kid escapes. And then he runs into all the dead ghosts. I mean, I'm like, that should all be a surprise. I don't want to go into the movie. It literally laid that whole out. I'm like, that's weird. Like Rocky had posted it, and I go, wow, they gave me.
That's the theater or the production company.
I watched the whole movie in the trailer. I don't
trusting that the movie itself would sell anything.
Yeah.
So they're just gonna let's just get rid of this thing. Just put it out. Tell everyone what's gonna be. If people like Ethan Hawke, they'll come see it. If not, I don't care. I just want.
I would be amazed if this was a trick and that all happens in the first 10 minutes. But I did read a review, and the review was a non-spoiler, but it says it takes place all in that basement. So I'm like, they literally show that each dead kid calls the phone from the dead, tells them the locker number, the locked door number. I wrote it on the wall, and this other ghost calls up, goes. There's
gotta be more story to it at least.
I loosen the chain, so if you do these high kicks, the chain will come out. And all this crap, and then Ethan Hawke comes down and he goes, he's like, don't answer that phone. And I'm like, you know what, dude? if you were smart, you'd cut the lines of the phone.
Or just
Why?
take the phone out.
Oh, I know. It's so stupid.
You're a terrible kidnapper, sir.
It's a bad movie, and I really
like you want the kid to escape so you can get caught. It's like that's what you want.
Yeah.
You know what? I'm sick of this kidnapping game. I'm gonna get kidnapped one more kid and let all those ghosts that keep calling that phone.
Yes. Are they calling collect?
I don't know,
man.
Would you accept the charges?
It would have been a great movie. Not
like,
knowing
does he not hear the phone ringing upstairs?
Right.
The phone ring.
And dude, it shows you the scene.
Is it like the old timey ring too? So it's like really loud.
Yes,
like,
it's the old
ring,
phone.
ring.
And so it shows the kid doing all the things.
How many times did you answer the phone at first and be like, nope, sorry, wrong number, and then just hang up jokingly, be like, haha, got you.
I know. So the kid escapes. Ethan Hawke is sleeping, and it shows a kid like walking by him, and his eye opens, and the kid darts out, and you see the kid running down the street. So you literally just showed me the entire part where
There's got to be more to it than that, though.
I hope so, because
that's probably like the first half hour of the movie, and then there's like way more after that.
Like I said in the review, it didn't seem so.
No,
so, I don't know, man. I was disappointed.
Who cares?
It's very bizarre. I'm just saying, it's a weird thing.
Not that you're gonna watch it anyways. So what's the difference?
I was interested by the just the imagery alone, but
maybe they're like, maybe people just want to watch it now because it's so like weird. Like, what is this?
Yeah,
I need to watch this and figure out why they did this.
Right. Yeah. I mean, it comes out in February. We shall see. So the big story of the weekend was not DC Fandom, Mark. This is something I thought you would have the update. It was the unions came to an agreement on Saturday because Saturday night they were going to all walk.
I was gone all weekend, so I didn't see anything.
You had all morning. I thought you'd be the guy. I
was running late this morning. I slept in.
I knew. Saturday night at midnight, if they didn't come to an agreement,
I did see that part this morning. I just forgot to mention it. That's all. Because I saw they said that Mandalorian has been saved because they literally are like the crew was literally like standing like after they finished filming on like Saturday. I guess they were just like waiting to find out if they were going back to work on Sunday.
Well, yeah, I mean they have to like get everything done. I'm sure there was a rush and stuff.
Yeah, there's like half the season was still not shot. So, and
another thing I thought you would be talking. You got to do sports now. We're back in sports season. You have the Red Sox are somehow kicking ass, and the Patriots are like tripping over their feet.
Well, the Patriots are just they have
games they lost at home.
4.
That was their 5th.
4.
I heard it was a 5th game.
No, 4 games. Yeah.
And then the Sox kicked ass during the wild card game.
I did this a couple times since.
But you got to give them credit, Mark. That was they're in the history books, getting 2 grand slams. Saturday.
I've taken the stance of not watching the games this year because when I watch, they lose. So I'm.
Well, it has nothing to do with you, Mark.
In the real world, yes, you're right. But in the sports fan brain, it works. So it's too much stress too. I also can't deal with the stress the way the Red Sox play. It stresses me out usually because like during the ALDS division series against Tampa Bay, they were doing the whole we're gonna like go ahead and then let them catch up and then go ahead again at the last minute. And I'm getting too old for that. I can't handle that anymore. It's too much stress.
But you said you were watching the game yesterday. Oh, you watched the Patriots lose yesterday.
No, I didn't watch any football yesterday because I was at that Gold Key thing. But I watched the Sunday night game when they had the ad for the Halloween Kills thing.
Oh, but yesterday was Sunday night.
I know, but the thing was during the day on Sunday yesterday.
Oh, okay.
Gotcha. I didn't watch the game yesterday, but I did catch the tail end of the Patriots game on the way home, and it was exhilarating. They have a rookie quarterback.
That looks like Tom Brady.
He does, yeah. And they're still like figuring out everything still. So I'm not like, I don't know. I think I'm just giving the Patriots a pass for this year.
Well, they've already had the rebuilding year last year, so this is like
not really because last year was Cam Newton. It was like a patch job. It wasn't a full rebuild. It was like, you know what? It's like if you buy like. this car I got's pretty old. I want to buy a car that's 4 years newer.
Yeah.
Even though my car's 20 years old. So you bought like a 10-year younger car than the one you had beforehand instead of buying a new car.
Right.
But now you bought the new car. So now you got to like get used to how the new car works and everything and get the seat worn in and get your radio channels set up and everything inside it and everything. So that's what they're going through now.
Well, I think you should bring back the sports every week, Mark. Come on, a lot of things.
I can. It's just the Red Sox. The Red Sox caught me off guard. I'll admit, I wasn't expecting them to do anything. I wasn't expecting them to even make the playoffs. So when the whole Yankees game happened, that was a shocker. And then
come on, you should
get by Tampa Bay.
A new segment on the show
that happened.
Mark Sports. Mark's
hockey started over the weekend.
Come on. You have so much sports.
Wolfpack are 2-3 on the season so far. They've won 2, lost 1, so they're 2-1. The Rangers are 1-1-1, 1 win, 1 loss, 1 overtime loss. So
we call it Mark's 1 hot minute of sports. Oh, I'll do a time. I'll time it for a minute. You have a minute to give us all the sports highlights that you find interesting.
All right, I can do that.
Every week, I'm going to time it. After a minute, you got to stop.
But you can do like the old ESPN thing. We do the 2-minute blitz. It's a 2-minute countdown. You have like the final
Mark's
2 minutes.
2-minute blitz.
Yeah.
And we'll
the old ESPN skit and do it that way.
We'll get a little jingle, and I'll have a timer. I'll time you.
Okay.
All right, we should do that. All right. Come on, Mark. Let's do this.
Okay.
All right. The big news over the weekend was DC Fandom. We got
Saturday. We got a lot of stuff.
Yeah, a new trailer debuted for the new Batman. Matt Reeves' Batman.
The Batman.
Dude.
The Batman.
That trailer blew my mind. I was like, fuck
that trailer kicked ass.
It was
I'll just tell you.
Fucking good.
That trailer is the trailer that's going to save the DCU. That trailer, that movie will like redeem the whole
But it's not part of the DCU.
Nothing's a part of the DC universe. There isn't one. It's just the DC films. Like that's going to be the best one they've ever put out. But actual like DC property, like DC owned, produced.
I am getting Christopher Nolan vibes. I'm getting this.
Oh, I'm getting even deeper than that. I'm getting like a Tim Burton-esque dark Batman.
Well,
like an actual acting Batman, not just their Batman.
Yeah, but Christopher Nolan was an actual acting Batman, was an actual grounded in reality.
Christian Bale was, but I'm saying this one I think's more. I'm saying more of just the not so much the tech crazy Christopher Nolan Batman. Like Christian Bale was the super tech guy.
They all Batmans
the Tumblr and the like all that cell phone tech and all that. This Batman's Batmobile is like a car. It's just like a regular car with a souped up jet engine to it. It doesn't look like some crazy tricked out, weird minded Batmobile.
But this trailer is awesome, and I think we got more Selena Kyle as Catwoman. Yeah. We got more James Gordon. We got the Riddler is going to be the Heart, which is so great that we're getting a Riddler story, something we haven't had, like a real serious riddle. I mean, he's a mass murderer.
Yeah,
he's a serial killer.
Yeah,
and he leaves clues. It's like the Son of Sam.
What do you think of Penguin?
Oh, great! Unbelievable! I could not recognize him at all.
I told Claire who that was, and she like would not believe me. She had to go to the IMDb to like find out. She's like, "You're lying. There's no way." It's Colin Farrell. Yeah. It's like there's no way that's Colin Farrell.
He's not in it that much. He said he's not in the movie that much.
No, but in the trailer, he's in a lot.
I know. So. Amazing.
Yeah.
I love the fact they're keeping their cards close to their chests. They're not giving us everything.
I'll tell you right now, that scene in the sewer gave me so many Darth Vader Rogue One vibes that I was like, that is the coolest scene I've ever seen.
Batman the gun just it's like boom, 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 boom,
and that's the light that's the only light you see in the whole thing is just the muzzle blasts.
Okay, so Spider-Man I'm excited for, but man, oh man, this movie I have to see in the theater. I want to see it with everybody. Like, I'm hoping we're in a better, like, this movie is, I don't want to see it on TV.
Like, they're actually making a year one Batman movie.
Yes, this is fantastic.
Yeah.
I was blown away, man. I watched it once and I was just unfucking believable.
Yeah.
So check that out. Also, come to find out, Robert Pattinson actually wore Val Kilmer's bat suit for the test screening we found out, which is kind of funny. That's kind of cool. Also, I'm kind of excited for this too, to be honest with you. The Flash.
Now, I'll tell you why I'm excited for The Flash. I'll jump ahead of you on this one.
No, but let me tell the people listening. Hold on. The Flash came out. They they showed us footage.
Teaser.
And we got the back of Michael Keaton's
I'll tell you
Batman.
the thing. So I'll tell you right now, I'm not excited for the Flash movie. I'm excited for Batman Michael Keaton being in the Flash movie.
Yes, that's what's going to make.
That's the only reason why I'm going to go see this movie. I don't care what happens with the Flash. I just want to see 89 Batman and the Batmobile, and I want to see that story. If he's only in for like 5 minutes, I'm going to be aggravated, and I'll never watch another Flash movie ever again.
He's not.
Well, I'm just saying, if he's not like a major part of the movie, then there's no reason.
We heard Michael Keaton talking. We saw the back, and then he went to go pull the cloth off the Batmobile and cut the black, which is so smart, because that's the moment you want to save.
That's the reveal you want to see. You want to see the Batmobile
in the theater. I think it's bullshit when they give you that big reveal in a trailer, because when it happens in the theater, I've seen it 9 times on the trailer. It doesn't have that impact. But if DC fandom, which is not listening to us at all, but if they were, they would say, yes, do not give that away until the theater experience.
Yes.
Please don't put that in the trailer. But I was like, yes. It's so cool. Ezra Miller is not that bad as the Flash. I don't hate the Flash at all.
He's a terrible Flash.
Really?
I'll say it right now. Terrible Flash. When I think of the Flash, I don't think Ezra Miller. Just that's all.
I have no opinion about the Flash because I
don't see him. Like, if I was reading the comic book and I was a Flash fan, and I used to be a Flash guy back when I was younger, I used to read the Flash. And it's like, I just don't see Ezra Miller as that character. His mannerisms, his voice, and everything, it just doesn't. I don't know. He doesn't look the part to me.
Okay, that's fair.
I think the guy who plays him on the TV show is a better Flash than the guy in the movie.
Yeah.
Which is never a good sign.
Well, hey, I mean, different flavors for different folks.
Yeah.
Gotham Knights gets a new story trailer, but no new release date, which is kind of disappointing. We know it's coming out next year. We just don't know when. Now, they're bringing the Court of Owls storyline to the video game. If you played the first 3 Batman video games, which I think you should, the last one ended in a way that Batman goes into hiding and people think he's dead.
Yeah.
So this Gotham Knights is taking up where that game ended. A lot of people are like, how are you making a Batman game when Batman's dead? Like, well, if you played the last game, you'd know why.
Yeah.
So this is a continuation of that story, but we don't really know much. All we know is that you potentially will be playing as Nightwing, Batgirl, Robin, and Red Hood. And the Court of Owls will be part of the storyline, which is awesome. So looking forward to that game. And then Suicide Squad Kills the Justice League will be coming out next year as well. They gave us another look at that. And also we got—
Is that a video game or is that a
video game?
Okay.
Rocksteady's doing that one. And the Gotham Knights is the same people who did the last Batman game. Okay. And Rocksteady did the Batman games as well. We got a new look at the Flash, Green Lantern, and Wonder Woman. But you're playing as Suicide Squad. You'll be Harley Quinn, Captain Boomerang, Deathshot, and King Shark. So the Batmobile does make an appearance. No Batman. So I'm wondering if this is the same world where Batman doesn't exist.
Why'd the Batmobile be there?
Or Batman is in hiding still. But anyway, that comes out next year. It looks awesome. And the Guardians of the Galaxy game comes out in 7 days. I sent you that link.
Yes.
That trailer was awesome. I'm so excited for that.
Which you confused Claire, and she thought you sent the trailer for the new Guardians of the Galaxy movie. So she just saw did you post it on Facebook? So she's
still writing it. So it is not a trailer for
the movie. But she thought it was a trailer for the movie. So she watched it at work one day and she's like, what is this? And why is Brian confusing me with stuff? I'm like, it's a video game.
But it wasn't to her, it was to you. So
I know, but she saw Guardians of the Galaxy. She's like, she thought you were like sending me some thing that you had found with a trailer on it.
No, you wanted to know more about the game.
She's like, it looks good though. She's like, were you gonna get it? I'm like, I don't maybe down the road I might get it. She's like, you should get it. It looks like a good game. It looks like it'd be interesting.
It looks, dude. I have it pre-ordered. I'm ready to rock.
Yeah.
I gotta beat Far Cry 6 though before I jump in.
Yeah.
We did get new footage of Dwayne Johnson as Black Adam. It looked pretty good. I think it looked pretty good. I know you're a Black Adam guy, right?
Well, he's a Shazam guy, so.
No, I didn't know if you like Black Adam or not. I can't remember.
No, I'm not.
No.
But it looks good though.
It does. And
turned a guy into jerky, so that was cool. Fury
of the Gods first footage shows villains, monsters, and more.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Helen Mirren, really?
She's in everything.
But she's like 90.
She was in the last Fast and the Furious movie.
Exactly.
She can do no wrong. She can
jump the shark much? I don't know. I just don't.
Her.
Yeah, I know. I just don't know if I would. I don't know.
Okay, that's fine. Hey, we're giving our takes.
I think I'd have to see like when the trailer itself comes out. Like just a little tidbit of it was just looked like an old lady swinging a plastic sword.
That's fine.
It was just it was like, oh no.
A show that we weren't really sure how this was going to go. I watched the new trailer for Peacemaker that is coming out January 13th. Looks
really good.
It looks really awesome. It has the fact that James Gunn is directing majority of these. He wrote a lot of them. The characters they're introducing, it looks like a lot of fun. It looks very funny. John Cena is the man. I'm like, wow. It looks awesome. I'm so excited for that show.
Yeah.
Like, great trailer.
The guy that they picked, like the guy from Terminator 2.
He's playing his dad. Yes.
I was like, I saw that and I was like, oh God, that'd have been so good if it was Michael Rooker.
Well, he already was in Suicide Squad and died.
So. I know, but if he could have been in that character and you could have actually got him like acting instead of just that little bit in Suicide Squad.
Yeah.
But it's a good pick too. He's another good pick. But I was like, oh man, that looks so good.
Yeah. And he's got the eagle. He's got an eagle.
It's hugging me. He's hugging me.
They're driving in the car. The eagle is just
got his head out the window.
He can fly. Why is he in the truck with him?
Yeah. Then the random vigilante guy, which I'm assuming will be somebody that's gonna make funny.
Like Rob Lowe. I wasn't sure who was that voice, but it looked.
I don't know. I saw it somewhere. Like there was a scene in it where you see the guy.
No, he's got the mask on. Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah, they're all like walking together.
Oh, I thought he had a mask on.
No, he's got his helmet like on his like under his arm. I'm looking it up right now.
Me too. What's like? Who's? Yeah, Robert Patrick plays his dad.
Yeah.
Oh, it's Freddie Stroma.
Freddie Stroma plays Adrian Chase. I don't think that's him though.
No, it says vigilante.
Oh, is that what it is?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
It sounded like Rob Lowe, but then obviously it's not. But man, what a great trailer! Looks like a fun show. I'm very excited for it.
Robert Patrick, that's the guy who plays his dad.
Yeah. Looks really cool.
And then the beginning of it with Rizwan Minhaj.
Yeah.
As the janitor. That was awesome. You're not a superhero.
Yeah, I know. He's like, yes, I am. We
No
got
one thinks of you as a superhero.
we got more looks at the new Aquaman, The Lost Kingdom. It will be more mature.
Yeah. Do we need another Aquaman movie?
You know what? It did very well in the theater. Doesn't matter. I've never seen the first one.
I've never seen the first one. I honestly, when it said Aquaman 2, I'm like, didn't they already make a second one? But I was like, I guess they didn't.
So the new Batman animated series that's going to be on HBO is going to be the Cape Crusader, and it's going to be more adult.
Okay.
It is not going to be like, it's going to still have the 40s style setting, a modern approach. It's an HBO Max series, but it's going to be more adult.
Whatever.
It's leaning towards more adult, which I will watch that. I don't want to watch.
The more we talk about this, the less interested I am in DC things.
Why?
Because it just, the more I think about it, the more I get annoyed that none of these things matter to anything.
What are you talking about?
DC, there's no continuing.
Okay, Matt Ryan. Okay, Matt Ryan. Story. Who cares?
It's just like,
what does it matter?
Because it's depressing that you're never gonna see like Robert Pattinson Batman fight alongside a Gal Gadot Wonder Woman. You're never gonna get Justice League.
I honestly don't care.
You're never gonna get like their comic book connections. It's just,
so what?
Like Suicide Squad happens in this world, but doesn't, anything that happens there doesn't affect what happens in that world. And
who cares?
So it's like the Flash movie is Flashpoint, basically, is the movie they're making.
Yeah.
But his character was in Justice League.
Mark, it's the same universe for them.
So is his universe the same universe as Wonder Woman's universe?
Yes. Is
the new Aquaman movie set in that same universe too?
Yeah, I guess.
So those are the only characters that are still connected to like the overarching universe.
Yeah,
that's that's what I don't understand. Like,
ask me if
like
I
the Batman
care.
Movie, does that like take place in that same universe, but it's like a prequel to Ben Affleck's Batman? Or is it just a whole separate
Matt Reeves thing? is like the Joker. It has no connection at all. What does it matter? I mean, they don't have to be Marvel. Not everything needs to be Marvel.
No, they don't have to be Marvel, but I just like to know like what I'm watching and how
you can just enjoy an individual story. And if you don't like it, don't watch it. I watched What If. What If has no connection to anything but an animated show.
Well, it has connections to the main universe.
It doesn't. You're just using.
Well, the actors and the characters are the same.
Yes, but they're not
just
zombies.
Different scenarios.
Black Panther didn't die 3 times.
No, I know, but I'm saying they're just different scenarios of the same characters, basically.
And that's what DC is. They're just taking, some actors are going to take on the role again and tell a new story.
Well, so I'm just asking, like, so does that mean like they'll make, if they down the road make another Justice League movie, are they going to recast Batman again? Are they going to recast Superman again? Will they make a different? Will we have 2 different versions of Batman now? That's all I'm asking. Like, actually, we're going to have 3 different versions of Batman now because we have Michael Keaton's back as Batman, and Robert Pattinson's a Batman in a different universe. And now, if they decide to make a Batman that falls in the Gal Gadot, Jason Momoa universe, does that mean we're going to get a 3rd Batman to replace Ben Affleck?
I hate to break it to you, but Ben Affleck is in the Flash movie too, as Batman. He already came out and said he had a blast on the set compared to the Justice League, Josh Whedon. He goes, it was so different. He said he had a lot of fun going back into that role. What does it matter?
It's just I just want to know where I'm going, what I'm watching. That's what I know how it's like. What I'm like. Am I supposed to be paying attention to this enough so then when it happens in another story down the road, I need to know this? Or
no, Mark. Here,
that's all I'm asking.
When it comes to DC, if you just like something, you watch it, enjoy. If you don't like it, not a big deal. It doesn't have to connect to anything. Just enjoy it.
I know, but I'm just.
What does it matter?
Okay.
I don't see what the big deal is. If I'm a Batman fan, so of course I want to consume Batman stuff. So I don't give a shit if it's connected or not. I want to see the Flash because I want to see Michael Keaton.
This is like saying, like, okay, if I were to make a Star Wars movie about Darth Vader,
Yeah, we got that. It's called
I could make it
prequels.
separate without being connected to the actual story.
Uh, Fallen Order had Darth Vader in it.
Yeah, but it's connected to the main story.
Yeah, because everything they do, they have to have a
Yes,
canon.
exactly. That's what I'm saying.
But that's a
The
different.
precedence has been set.
That's a Disney thing. That's a Marvel thing.
Well, no, Star
And
Wars
I
was
could
like that
go.
beforehand.
No, not really. They had so much fun with those characters. Now it's like, look at those books. They're not canon anymore. They were once canon, and I can go read those books still, or those comics in Dark Horse, and those aren't canon anymore, but they still exist, and I can still enjoy them.
I don't know. I just want my universe connected.
It doesn't matter.
Well, it matters to me, and that's all that matters.
Well, then don't watch it. That's all I'm saying. Why are we arguing about this? I don't care.
I'm not arguing. I'm just asking the questions. Like,
and I'm telling you, it's all up to you. If you want to watch it, watch it.
I do want to watch it. That's the thing that annoys me is I want to watch it, but then it's like I'm watching this and this is going to go anywhere.
If they tell a complete story under 2 hours,
I think I'm over I think it's the real issue for me is
everything has to be Marvel.
No, that's not true.
It's all going to be the Marvel connection.
No, it doesn't. It doesn't, Rocky. So stop saying it, Rocky.
It doesn't need to connect.
I'm not saying that. I'm saying for DC, I think my issue is I'm like you've redrawn the map too many times already.
Yeah. But
I'm just like, how many more times are you going to redraw the map before you decide on what you're going to do?
They really haven't. Zack Snyder is not part of it anymore. Basically, he stepped down.
That. But
so
I mean, now up until now,
they're giving creative
had so many
to other people.
False starts with DC. You've had a bunch of false starts. And I think that's like the third false start is just like you're worried that third false start is going to happen and you're going to restart all over again.
Not really. I don't think there's starts and stops anymore. I think there's just stories. If you like the new Suicide Squad, it's one movie. It's great as it is. If you like it, great. If you don't. And like I would say Wonder Woman. The first Wonder Woman was a fun movie. The second one sucked. And now they're going to make a third one. So guess what I'm not going to see? Wonder Woman. But The Flash has never had a movie by himself.
But he was in two movies that he was in a movie that weren't that great.
He was in one.
Well, two, technically.
Well,
neither movie was the same. None of my times people tell me that Justice League and the Snyder Cut are the same movie. They're not. They're two separate movies completely.
Why do you get so uptight about DC?
That's what happens with nerds. We get excited about things.
Mark, if you like that character, you get excited, you want to watch it. That's all I gotta say. If you don't, then don't watch it. I don't know what to tell you.
That's
it doesn't need to be connected.
Me aggravated is I'm excited for it, and I do want to watch it.
Then
I watch it, and nothing. And like, it's that thing. I think for me, it's that feeling of I'm gonna get into this, but unfortunately, they're not gonna like how it turns out, and they're gonna want to restart it again. And I don't need that anymore. I think with DC, with Batman especially. It's been too much Batman too frequently. I think that's the thing.
We actually haven't gotten a good Batman, in my opinion, since Christopher Nolan. I mean, we got Batman versus Superman was just okay. Justice League was horrible, and that's it.
Batman versus Superman was terrible. Don't give it the okay just because you're trying to be nice.
I actually like some stuff about that movie. I like the director's cut. I actually like it more.
Again, the director's cuts. Oh, don't get me started on the director's cuts.
Mark, it's not a
big deal. Movie right the first time. You won't have to make a director's cut.
Mark. All right, listen. We're talking about DC fan. That's what happened this weekend.
Well, I know, but that's all overarching. That's like a whole discussion.
If you don't like it, don't watch it. I don't know what to tell you. In my opinion, for me, I don't give a shit about connectivity at all. You give me a good story, I am happy. If you give me a shitty story, I will just stop watching that series.
But see, the thing is with me is that you say that, but the things that they've already done, they've tried to establish connections between things.
But now they're
basically being like, oh, those connections that we already kind of tried to establish don't exist anymore.
Yeah. So
it's like you're literally like telling me that you had Flash as Ezra Miller, in the Justice League movie, and now that Flash is no longer in that universe.
But I haven't seen the movie, exact character. So I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. I haven't watched it.
And you're gonna say Shazam, who like hinted at two characters from the main DC universe being in that movie.
Yeah.
And then now you're gonna be like, okay, now they're not in the same universe anymore.
I don't think anybody said that. I think he's still in that universe. I don't know what universe he's in. I don't know. I enjoyed Shazam. Actually, Shazam.
I did too. Shazam was one of the better movies that they did.
Yeah. For me, if you are hung up on the connectivity thing, I guess that's your prerogative. For me, I give two shits. When it comes to DC, if you give me a good movie, that's all I care about. When I watch a DC movie, I'm not thinking what's going to come later. I'm enjoying what's now. And if what they're giving me now is great, awesome. If it sucks, I just won't come back for another one. That's all. Like, I love Wonder Woman as a character. I was solely disappointed by 2.
Yes.
It's been announced that Jenkins is going to be doing writing, directing 3.
Yes, and Rogue Squad.
I'm done. Sorry.
And now she's bringing it to Star Wars to make it even bad.
She cannot write a movie and just rehash the first movie again and get a free pass. I'm not going to see this third Wonder Woman. James Gunn, one of my favorite superhero movies of the year was Suicide Squad. If he comes back to do a sequel, I will definitely go see that.
Yeah.
So for me, it's a pick and choose. Matt Reeves' Batman. Yes, I want that. I want something that's so.
Well, I'll give it a chance. Is what I'm going to say. I'm not going to say.
I don't care if it's connected. That's a Marvel. Let Marvel do that. They are good at what they do, and I think any other company that feels that they need to follow that model is going to fail. Just do your own thing. I think the problem was.
I don't think that's true though. I think you could do it without failing. It's just you have to do it the right way.
But they didn't.
DC punted the ball down the field too many times, and now it's like they're too far over.
But what I'm saying is they learned we shouldn't follow Marvel. We should do our own thing. And I think giving directors and writers a chance to do something that's creative and different will give you a good story, hopefully. And if you have Snyder just saying, I'm going to write and direct it all.
I think for me, the most annoying part of the whole thing is that the people playing the characters are good. Except for Ezra Miller, who I'm not a fan of as Flash. But the other characters are good as their characters. Gal Gadot, to me, is Wonder Woman. She is perfect as Wonder Woman. She's a great cast. I think Jason Momoa as Aquaman. Never was a huge fan of Aquaman, but that's fine. I think he's a good enough actor to be Aquaman. I think what's his face Superman. I always forget Henry Cavill as Superman. Great pick for Superman.
Yeah,
I think it's just, for me. It's just I'm annoyed at the fact that these characters who were in this were in a universe when they were debuted. They're debuted into this universe, and now they're going to be broken off into individual movies. But those individual movies aren't connected back to that universe. So now those characters that were good as a whole, albeit not well written, but as a whole, they were a good Justice League casting wise. No, like if you were to have if that Justice League movie was good, you'd be happy to see them continue with Justice League.
It's the writing.
Those characters.
It's the writing and the directing.
Yeah, I'm saying that the casting was fine.
Yes.
It wasn't the casting's fault.
So they could come back and do a Justice League down the future with these people again, with a different writer and a different director attached, and it could be something special.
Yeah.
We don't know, Mark. I guess we don't know because we haven't seen these things.
I just think it's because I'm just like, okay, you've done this twice with I think I'm annoyed at the fact that this Batman movie looks so good that this Batman is not going to be in that Justice League.
And I don't want him to. I don't. To me, the Justice League is hokey. It's always been hokey. I mean, it's never been my favorite thing.
Be like Robert Pattinson's Batman, I think, is a good Batman for the Injustice universe. Like if they were to go that version of Justice League and do like the dark story, like the darker tone Justice League, I think you could do it very well in that the universe that they're creating with that the Batman movie.
Yeah, I don't want to see another Justice League with. I honestly am not a big fan of Justice League to care. It's weird. Like the Avengers worked because they built it up, but
yeah,
I feel like if
they're
they had
reverse
Flash,
engineering it. That's I think the problem is they reverse engineered it. They like
really,
gave you the dessert before they fed you the meal, basically.
Right,
like,
right.
Here's everything you wanted, but now we're gonna like pull it back and give you like parcels of it that aren't connected to it. It's like, well,
for me,
no,
DC works better by themselves. I don't really care about the Justice. Honestly, if we don't get a Justice League movie for the next 10 years, it would not bother me at all. I don't know why.
Like your parents giving you a Nintendo for Christmas, but then taking away the second controller. It's like I don't want to.
No, it would be like
I want to have more people.
No, it'd be like the PS5 just came out, but here's a Nintendo.
Yes, here's a Nintendo Switch.
Well, no, Nintendo Switch is good. Here's an old Nintendo. Anyway, Mark, needless to say, you have your feelings, but whatever. It doesn't matter if you enjoy it, great. I mean, I'll
still enjoy the movies. It's just I wish that there was something more to them.
I guess I don't know. I'm a person who just enjoys what they give me. If it's
I know. I just kind of like it just I don't know. It makes me not.
We're beating this to a dead horse. Oh, we got it. I know.
I don't care as much for the random movies as it does.
Well,
like with a Marvel movie, I know that this is going to lead to a bigger story, and I enjoy that fact. Whereas these, there's no like tangibleness to it. It just happens.
I hear you. I understand what you're saying. Yeah. For me, it just doesn't bother me. Let's move on, though. Let's move on. Batgirl, a new story detailed a suit reveal for the live action movie. Batgirl will be getting a live action movie, which is I think is kind of interesting.
Sure.
Look good. So a lot of
Why
stuff
not? Everyone else is getting a movie.
It's concept stuff. Blue Beetle movie suit design was shown for the first time, which looked pretty cool.
I'm excited for that because that might lead to Booster Gold, and I'd be excited for that. And I think
DC's animated movie Catwoman Hunt gets a release date and trailer February 8th. That looks kind of. I like the animation actually on that.
Yeah.
Netflix's The Sandman. First look at the Game of Thrones Gwendolyn Christie as Lucifer.
Oh boy.
Now, just like the other shows, I'm interested in watching The Sandman. I have the graphic novels. I have the first volume. I haven't read it. So now, once they finish Y the Last Man, I think I will be reading Sandman because I'm interested in checking out the show. And you know me, I like to read the source material first if I can. Yes. Looks pretty cool. Super Pets DC League of Super Pets official preview. We got Dwayne Johnson, Kevin Hart, Kate McKinnon, John Krasinski, and more will be doing the voices of the upcoming animated film. Also, a DC League Super Pets is getting a video game in the spring of 2020. It will be an on-rails shooter set in Metropolis. More kid-friendly game, which is great. We need more of those. DC Stargirl official season 2 trailer sneak peek came out. And that's pretty much it. I mean, a lot of other stuff happened too. Like I said, Wonder Woman 3 has been announced. I am not that excited by that. God, I hope it's good. I want it to be better than 2. I'm going to wait for the reviews to come out before I see it myself because it was just kind of a disappointment. Sweet Tooth had an official fan Q&A over the weekend. They talked about shooting in New Zealand, and a whole bunch of other questions. Check that out. I think you can watch it on YouTube. And I think that's it. A lot of more animated films are coming out. And DC's Titan season 4 announced alongside season 3 final clip. So I guess season 3 must be coming to an end, and they announced season 4 for the DC Titans. If you're a DC Titans fan,
yes, that's on HBO Max, which I haven't started watching yet because I'm waiting for everything else to finish up.
Isn't Doom Patrol?
Yeah,
is on. See, you like they're not connected to anything. Totally different.
That's different. The TV shows, I don't worry about the TV shows. They're different.
Just enjoy.
Going back to Booster Gold, I was trying to think of the guy's name. He was in the Bachelor skit that was on Saturday Night Live a couple weeks ago, the Kim Kardashian episode, where they had like Chris Rock and John Cena and all these different guys playing like a Bachelor kind of story, their Bachelorette skit.
Yeah.
He's the guy that was a former contestant, but in that skit, he was very funny. And I like thought about him, like, when you mentioned the Blue Beetle Booster Gold thing, I was like, man, I was trying to think of who would be a good Booster Gold. Because originally I would want Ryan Reynolds to be Booster Gold originally, but then Deadpool happened.
Yeah.
I'm saying when I first read Booster Gold, I was like, who'd be a good Booster Gold? Ryan Reynolds, perfect. And then my next thing when I saw him in The Boys was the guy who plays Trace Crawford, who plays the Deep.
Yep.
I'm like, he'd be a great Booster Gold, but he's in that now, so he can't be Booster Gold.
I can't wait for season 3 of The Boys.
Yeah. So no, the Tyler Cameron is a random guy from The Bachelor. He's like a model now, I guess, or something.
Yeah.
But in that skit, he like was very funny, and the way that he was playing the character was very doopy. And I was like, oh man. I was like, who's that guy? Because he was funny. I was like, that's my next pick for Booster Gold.
You had a little man crush on.
No, just he's got that goofy, like dumb jock kind of persona, which is what Booster Gold's character is.
I know who.
I just think Booster Gold needs as much publicity as possible. It's a great character that DC doesn't use enough.
Check it out.
They're doing a blue and gold comic now. So.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I started getting into the Batman '89 comic as well. Speaking of DC.
Yeah, it's awesome. I just picked up issue 3 this week.
Yeah, I got issue 2 and 3. I got to get 1. So I got.
Oh my god! You haven't
1.
even started reading it. If you haven't read 1.
No, I haven't started reading it yet because I just bought the books, but I'm on the hunt for 1.
So I'm reading 89, and then I'm reading the Superman one, and it's weird. Superman, it's all right, but Batman, I'm so invested in. It's so good. It's so good. Yeah. Also, Joker's Puzzle Box has been a real good series so far.
Is that a good one too?
Yeah, the Riddler. Someone kills a Riddler, and they have everybody locked up, and they're trying to figure out who killed him. And it's a lot of fun so far.
Yeah, I'm trying to dive back in the comics again. I keep finding I keep losing interest because it's just not easy to get comic books up here.
You live next to a comic book shop.
Like I said, it's not easy to get comic books up here. I'm not gonna say any more than that. So
well, anyway, I stick with what I'm trying to do is eliminate single issues for certain things and just go for the books.
Yeah.
To save space.
I gotta admit, I'm liking the DC short forms. I'm kind of I'm kind of getting into that.
Well, their Black series is amazing.
They're doing the short series, like this Blue and Gold is only 6 issues.
Yeah.
That Batman
89 6 issue. Yeah.
Something like that. Yeah.
Yeah.
I can handle that. I can handle just finding the small. Like I don't want to dive into a deep mythos that I need. That's
you want that in your movies. You don't
I'll watch it, but I want to read it. I'll watch it.
You want connectivity in your movies. In the comics, you want it single story, not connected.
I think it's more difficult with the comics now because it's like if you're trying to jump into like Batman right now, it's at
you got to get into
issue 500 something.
Yeah.
It's like I'm not gonna find 400 issues of Batman to catch up to where we're at now.
Yeah, but they have stories that start and end, and you don't need to know everything.
Well, I think that's why they need to stop with the big numbers. It's like that's a DC thing. It's distracting.
The Marvel thing too. I mean, Marvel does it too.
Well, Marvel at least sometimes like regenerates the numbers. They'll start from like 1 again. They won't like do it.
I mean, I like short series, and then the longer stuff, I would be like, all right, I'll just stick with. If I like it, I'll hop onto the graphic novel, and I'll sell. What I'm doing is trying to sell the single issues that I don't need anymore because I got the graphic novel, and I have added a lot for our show, which will be happening in less than 2 weeks.
I know,
at the American Legion.
So if you come across the Batman 89 issue 1,
I'll let you know.
Let me know. I have a couple people on the hunt for it. So
Mats, they sell out quick.
I know.
Popular series.
Yeah.
All right, Mark. Well, it's been a show. We'll be back next Tuesday. And you can come meet us at the American Legion on October 31st.
Be our last show before the big show.
Yeah, I will.
It's a very big shoe.
So like us, subscribe to us on YouTube and Facebook, and we'll
like us, please.
Like us, please. And we'll see you all next Tuesday.
Bye, everybody. Have a safe week.